Masculinity is under attack, not because it's dangerous, but because it's an obstacle. Strong men cannot be controlled. Men with purpose cannot be manipulated. Men who hold traditional values cannot be reshaped. And that's the problem. Today, we're going to explain why masculinity is being targeted, what's at stake, and how men must respond. When masculinity is suppressed, society doesn't become safer. It becomes manageable. Men don't stop being men. They just stop knowing what that means. And when men lose their identity, everything that depends on male strength begins to collapse. Families break, order fades, protection disappears, and leadership vanishes. This isn't opinion. It's observable reality across the Western world. The question is not whether masculinity is under attack. The question is why, and what men will do about it. Hear what most people will and say. Masculinity is under attack because it represents something modern culture cannot tolerate: authority that doesn't bend, values that don't shift, and men who won't compromise. When a man is strong, he's called aggressive. When he holds traditional values, he's labeled toxic. When he leads his family, he's called controlling. When he stands firm on biblical truth, he's called dangerous or made fun of. The label toxic masculinity is not about fixing bad behavior. It's about redefining all masculinity as a problem. And here's why that's happening. Strong men build things that last. Like how they build cities and railroads that connect and run the world that we are in right now. They create stable families. They refuse to be shaped by trends. They cannot be easily influenced or controlled. Weak men are easier to manage. They follow emotions instead of principles. They change their beliefs based on pressure. They depend on systems instead of building their own. That's the difference. And that's why masculinity is being targeted. Nowhere in history has manhood been suppressed like it is right now. Not reshaped, but suppressed. Boys are medicated for acting like boys. Fathers are treated as optional. Husbands are mocked. Leadership is called oppression. Responsibility is framed as a burden. And the message is clear. The best man is the one who does nothing. But here's the part no one talks about. When men are removed from their God-given roles, the chaos that follows doesn't just hurt men. It destroys everything they were meant to protect. We'll come back to that later. When masculinity is attacked, the results are predictable. Men become confused. They don't know what they're supposed to be. Some become passive, checked out, avoiding leadership, hiding from responsibility. They say men can be weak. It's okay to be feminine, but that's a lie. That is the tactic they are using to feminize the men so they can be controlled easily. Some become destructive, angry, undisciplined, with no direction for their strength. This is dangerous. These are the result of the same lie, that masculinity itself is the problem. But masculinity is not the problem. It's the solution. Families need fathers. Children need strong leadership. Wives need husbands who lead with sacrifice. Society needs men who can stand firm when everything shakes. When you remove that, you don't get peace. You get fatherlessness, broken marriages, weak leadership, emotional chaos, cultural disorder. That's not progress, that's collapse. And here's the truth most people avoid. This isn't accidental. When men abandon their roles, someone else fills the gap. Systems replace fathers. Government replaces provision. Experts replace wisdom. Men are being removed, and something else is taking their place. But God never designed men to be passive. From the beginning, He gave men clear assignments. Genesis 2:15 says, "The Lord God took the man and put him in the garden to work it and keep it. Before anything else, work and guard, provide and protect." That was the design. Joshua 1-9 says, "Have I not commanded you? Be strong and courageous. Do not be frightened and do not be dismayed, for the Lord your God is with you wherever you go." Be strong. Be courageous. That's not a suggestion. It's a command. 2 Timothy 1-7 says, For God gave us His Spirit not of fear, but of power and love and self-control. Power, not passivity, but power under control. Power paired with love. Strength that serves. Titus 2:2 says, older men are to be sober-minded, dignified, self-controlled, sound in faith, in love, and in steadfastness. Sober-minded, dignified, self-controlled, steadfast. That's masculinity. Not aggression, not control, but discipline. Biblical masculinity is not about dominating others. It's about taking responsibility for others. It's about being strong enough to protect and disciplined enough to lead well. And when men reject that design, everything falls apart. This is what happens when men step back. Families lose stability, children lose direction, wives expose themselves, and finally society loses order. The attack on masculinity isn't just about men. It's about removing the foundation that holds everything else together. You were not created to shrink back. You were created to stand firm, to lead with clarity, to protect with strength, to build with purpose. When you reclaim biblical masculinity, you don't become louder. You become steadier. You don't argue. You act. You don't react. You respond. You don't demand respect. You earn it through consistency. This is what it means to be a man under God's authority. Romans 12:2 says, do not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewal of your mind. Don't let culture reshape you. Don't let pressure redefine you. Stand on what God designed you to be. That's the call. So how do men respond? First, refuse to apologize for being a man. Strength is not toxic. Leadership is not oppression. Traditional values are not outdated. Stand firm without needing approval. Second, build discipline in private. Train your body. Control your emotions. Guard your mind. Master your reactions. Real strength is built when no one's watching. Third, lead your family without compromise. Your wife needs you to lead. Your children need you to be present. Your household needs you to be steady. Don't abandon that role. Fourth, submit your strength to God. Your power is not your own. It's a gift. Use it under His authority. Masculinity without God becomes pride. Masculinity under God becomes service. Fifth, stand up. This is not the time to stay quiet. This is not the time to blend in. Men must stand up for truth, for family, for God's design, not with rage, but with resolve. Masculinity is under attack because strong men cannot be controlled. And the solution is not to shrink back. It's to stand firm. Purpose returns when men refuse to surrender what God gave them to carry. If this message clarified something for you, don't ignore it. Subscribe to this channel if you choose discipline over comfort. Like and share if this message helps you. Spread this message if you think others will benefit from it too. Comment below. How are you standing firm as a man? This channel is for men who refuse to lose direction. Masculinity under God is not the problem. It's the answer. Reclaim it.